Okay, lovelies. Right, we're going to try this a different way to see if this is any better. It's quite sunny in this room today, and when I move away from the window you can't see me at all, so I'm hoping this is a better picture as well. Now, our ganache, I've taken a picture of what it looked like when it's set from yesterday, but basically it's been reheated in the microwave 30 seconds, 10 seconds at a time, and then whipped. Okay, so we are just going to rustle up a very quick cake ready for tonight's tea. And again, I just thought I would show any of you newbies a few things that you might not have used before. I'm not a one for gadgets sake, so a lot of the things I'm going to show you, right, yes, you might class this as a gadget, but it is about a fiver, I think, and actually it's wonderful. Everything has been already cleaned with anti-bac, especially our board, which we are going to build on. So this is our cake that we baked, which let's get this out of the way for a second, which is a nice 4-inch deep madeira. So just check and get your level. I want to make 4 layers about 1 inch thick. Okay, so I've just adjusted this. Now I've got a couple of these different levelers. It's just personal choice what you get on best with, but basically they just work by that bit being in touch with the table, the wire cutting through your cake. Again, there isn't anything technical about it, but it does make life an awful lot easier than with a knife. So, okay, I'm just going to cut this through into our layers. So, we have our top, we have our next layer, and then this one I'm just going to move down one, because obviously I don't want to cut off the top of the cake because it's reasonably level and flat because of how I let it cool. So I don't want to waste any, but it will be naturally sort of a bit more crumbly. So we'll just make sure that we've got enough depth. Okay, so we have landed up with 4 layers. Here comes my lovely assistant. Hello, little man. You're going to help Nanny build a cake. You're going to help me? Yeah? Right, so we're going to start. You like the mixer, would you? Why doesn't that surprise me? What about having a ruler instead of a mixer? My lovely assistant is being a very good boy today, hence I'm trying to do this while he's still here. Right, I don't want my cake to move about too much, so I'm just going to put a little dollop of my whipped ganache onto my board, and then I'm going to start, if I can remember which one it was, I'm going to start with the top of my cake is now becoming the bottom. Now this is just a cake for family, so we're not being, sorry family, but we're not being over fussy with it. Okay, we have got some nice, this is actually enchanted cream rather than buttercream. Again, it's just, in all honesty, it's just what I had left in the cupboard. Don't know what he's getting off of my shelf, so I dread to think. So I'm just going to put, you can do this with anything, buttercream, whipped fresh cream, enchanted cream, obviously your ganache, and we are also going to make this raspberry. So we've got some nice, they were frozen as it goes, frozen raspberries, been defrosting a while, but I actually want them to do most of my defrosting in this cake because that will add to the gooiness in the middle. Obviously this won't last as long because it's got fruit in the middle, but it's not destined to last much past tonight anyway, so who cares. So we have got our first layer, and then we are going to put on our second layer. Have you got Nanny's cheers mugs there? You got my cheers mugs. Another layer of cream. Chink, chink. Okay. I'm so lucky that he's letting me do this today, because trying to wait for him to sleep at the moment is a bit of a mission. Okay, so we've got another layer of enchanted cream. Got another layer of raspberries. You want to make sure you're quite generous with your raspberries. This is not travelling anywhere. Find the lead. Let's just rescue the lead. Thank you. Ta-ta. Put them up there. Okay. And then we are going to put another layer on top of that one. So our Madeira is getting my lead. Thank you. Nanny needs to find a way of propping that up, doesn't she? Okay. Ta-ta. Thank you. Right. Now, can you see how deep this is getting? This is going to be a monster. I don't know how I'm going to cut it. You have a ruler. Well done. Thank you. Okay. Enchanted cream again on the top. This is absolutely gorgeous stuff, and it's very light and fluffy, and there's very little fat in it, so it's just another alternative that I discovered at one of the shows. So, the last of our raspberries are going to go in here. Now, if any of you are feeling brave enough, have a go at making a video next time you do something. For those of you that don't already know, I'm doing this not from the cakey side, but I have a really bad phobia about cameras. Hate cameras, hate the sight of myself, hate listening to myself. So if you lot are mad enough to watch, I'm trying to tackle my phobias at the same time. So now we have transformed, okay, our 4-inch Madeira is now, look, he brought my ruler back at just the right time, is now a massive 6 inches tall. It wouldn't be able to travel anywhere like that. It's only going as far as the dining room, so it doesn't matter. But obviously if you made it with ganache or some ganache, it would be preferable. Just going to run this round the sides. Now, okay, so going back to our whisked ganache, grabbing that over closer, check that it's still a good consistency for working with. If it's not, whack it back. Okay, so we are just literally going to put a layer of ganache. Now forgive me, but the first coat literally is slopped on. Okay, that is going to be the start of it. going all the way round our cake. Getting it into all the layers. Now, strictly speaking, once you have ganached this, you could then travel with it because you are going to make it much more stable. But obviously if you were making it as part of a tiered cake or something like that, I personally would ganache between the layers as well, because I don't want my cakes to go anywhere at all. Now, let's just get... Now, for those of you that worry about nice smooth ganache, that is not the object of our first layer. So don't worry about it. Fill in all of your gaps. We'll need to open the door in a second because this little man has found his way to the other side of the door and forgotten which way he went out. Bear with me. Okay. Hello, sir. Come in. Right. So, filling in everything. Completely. Remember, this is a family cake, so this is not to teach you on professional finishes. Okay, so we have got a coat whacked on. You can use your bench scraper, you can use a flexi scraper, you can use whatever you like. You just need to be going round your cake and just smoothing it off a tad. Okay, remember, this is the first coat. It is not designed to look smooth or shut the door, or anything else. My ganache is now a little bit firmer than I would like. Ideally, I would go and nuke it again at this point. But again, because it's a family cake and we're just covering the basics, let's just see if we can get a coat on top. Now, for those of you that use the upside down method all the time, obviously there's nothing stopping you doing that for a family cake. I'm just being lazy. So, my ganache is really a bit firm. So again, we're just going to go round and take off the edges again. Okay, obviously if you were doing this properly, you would be making sure it was level. You would be really paying a lot of attention to your edges, etc. But I just want to show you, it's just a bit daft really to miss the opportunity whilst I'm doing this not to show you what I'm doing. Okay, so, oh thank you sweetheart, thank you. So that has got our first layer on there. As you can see, it's very much slapped on. It has got dinks and things. It is relatively straight, and we're just going to chill it for a little while, and I'll come back in a while and put another coat on. Bye for now.